Weather all over the place right now, but we're in the mid-50s.
Yeah, that's the same system that's moving into Connecticut this evening, bringing some heavy rain and some wind. So no wintry precip, we're on the mild side of the storm, and no severe weather that's happening to our south. So rain heavy at times this evening. Also winds could gust up to about over 40 miles an hour. That's why we've got our first alert weather day. It runs until around midnight. Then tomorrow, a bit of a drier day relative to what's unfolding this evening. Perhaps an isolated shower. Otherwise, we're going to end the week on a very bright but otherwise windy note. Wind gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour, and we're going to trend relatively cooler but near normal for this upcoming weekend before a big warm-up kicks in next week. We're talking about temperatures eventually heading into the 60s. So right now, looking live from Old Saybrook, it is cloudy but otherwise dry. Checking out the scene though from Torrington over Litchfield County, you can see the raindrops on the camera lens. So certainly wet across Litchfield County. We're zoomed in here with First Alert Live radar, and this is animating over the last 30 minutes to capture those yellows and oranges, indicating some of that more moderate to heavy rain moving over the Route 8 corridor through Torrington, down through Waterbury, extending back into eastern New York and into southern Connecticut we go. Waterbury all the way down to Bridgeport. This rain is moving toward the 91 corridor. So compared to this time yesterday, we're up 5 to 10 degrees across Connecticut. Very mild. We're in the mid and upper 50s for many locations. Groton, though, with that wind coming in across the cooler water of the Sound. Water temperatures in the upper 30s, so 49 in Groton, but 58 right now. Winds are locks between 50 and 55 across the hills of Litchfield County where that rain is beginning. So winds today up out of the south sustained 15 to nearly 30 miles an hour at times, gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour. We could get some higher gusts, especially if we get a thunderstorm or two that develops and moves across Connecticut, all in advance of this cold front that is off to our west. So still plenty of moisture for this system to work with and hours to go before it exits Connecticut by around 11 o'clock toward midnight tonight. So between now and then, rain likely, heavy at times with that gusty wind. The severe threat certainly down to our southwest. And in fact, there are tornado watches up through parts of the mid-Atlantic states. So this system clears Connecticut tomorrow. In its wake, some partial clearing. Otherwise, a chance for a lingering shower. Here's First Alert Futurecast showing 8 o'clock this evening, the rain moving east of 91. And by 11 o'clock tonight, the heaviest of the rain moving into Rhode Island and throughout eastern parts of Massachusetts. There could be some patchy fog early tomorrow morning. Temperatures tonight remain close to 50. And then throughout the day tomorrow, you can see limited sunshine. We'll call it mostly cloudy. You see those specks of green. Throughout the course of the day, there's a chance for an isolated shower, but certainly nothing too impactful. Another mild day, highs in the low and mid 50s inland, with the wind becoming offshore as the day progresses. Coastal communities topping out in the mid 50s. So as we look at our Friday, as this area of low pressure pinwheels slowly away from New England, on the backside of it, the wind is going to be up at times gusting 40, perhaps up to 50 miles an hour on Friday. We don't have a wind advisory yet, but we do anticipate the likelihood of one coming out over, say, the next 12 to 24 hours. You can get the very latest from the First Alert Weather app. As soon as that is issued, you will be notified. You can, of course, always track the rain that's developing and moving across Connecticut with the interactive radar. So windy, back in the mid-40s on Friday. Then on Saturday, breezy, not as windy as Friday, sun and clouds. Then for Sunday, mostly sunny, a calmer wind. Highs in the mid-40s, and then we're in the low 50s on Monday, then heading into the lower 60s, especially inland as we head Tuesday into Wednesday of next week with an onshore wind. Temperatures along the shoreline by the middle of next week, still mild, but peaking in the mid and upper 50s. This weekend along the shoreline, highs mid-40s for both days.
All right, Mark, thank you. Just a reminder.